now know certain do's and don'ts.
Eat less junk food and more vegetables and fruits.
By feeding my kids better, I was being a better mom, so it helped my self-esteem.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Revolutionary.
Very exciting.
It's really cool.
Educational.
Unbelievable.
Very informative.
Right.
EFNEP is the Expanded Food and Nutrition Education Program. It's a multi-level partnership. The Cooperative State Research Education Extension Service is a federal partner. So the funds come to CSR EES, distribution to the states. I'm Wells Willis. I'm the National Program Leader for the EFNEP program. The program is in all 50 states and the 6 U.S. territories. It reaches low-income families with children and low-income youth to help them gain the skills they need for a healthy life. It works through the land-grant universities. That gives it the strong research basis to be able to keep up with the latest knowledge about diet and health, as well as food safety and money management, food resource management. And it's a program that really meets the needs of low-income families and youth in their communities.
They'll be able to work with their families and feel more positive about planning menus and the nutritional value and food preparation.
There's a saving in healthcare costs, which actually directly reflects on government spending for healthcare.
And if they create that healthy lifestyle, then they don't have to access medical care as frequently as someone who isn't following a healthy lifestyle.
We come to nutritional classes and learn how to read labels, how to measure how much salt, how much sugar they have, or cholesterol.
EFNEP is celebrating its 35th anniversary this year. It began as a pilot project in the late 60s as part of the whole effort toward looking at hunger in America and how to address this. The White House conference that looked at hunger in America sent people out into the country and really looked at the rural areas in inner cities. They were amazed at the level of hunger. The food stamp program also started about the same time, so it was really beginning to look at how the federal government could have an impact on trying to solve this problem.
My hands-on involvement goes way back. I'm Tita Lagarza, retired member of Congress. I've seen the program, and then in the Congress, of course, I supported it, specifically as chairman of the Agriculture Committee, which had jurisdiction over all of the food programs. I did it with much love for the program.
I'm John David Franz, mayor of the city of Hidalgo. It was 1973. I was a 7th grader, and Congressman De La Garza was there, and I got to give a 5-6 minute speech on nutrition and the importance of the program.
Since I saw him at that meeting when he became interested in politics, I said I want him in my office. So not only did he get inspired, but he inspired me also.
My grandmother, just before that time, she was hired as a program aide and was put to work in the community spreading the good word about nutrition. So I think the greatest effect and the greatest benefit of this program is at the grassroots level.
Women or men on our staff are recruited from the communities where they live to work as assistants or associates in the program. And because they are recruited from those communities, they understand the culture and they speak the language. And that is very important in the delivery of these lessons.
You are in the studios for KGBT 98.5, where we started a show that what we do is we talk about the expanded nutrition program, and we talk about how important it is to be able to eat healthy, to live healthy, and to actually be a part of healthy relationships as well. One of the neatest things that I have seen is that when folks go through these classes, it's a 14-week course. And when they get that certificate at the end, they go in to apply for a job at, say, a cafeteria. And because they've got the certificate, they get hired because these places realize that they've had the training and they're not going to need to train them anymore.
Hi, I'm Gene Joyner, Palm Beach County Extension Agent, and my job here is to help people grow plants of all types and also get better use of their fruits and vegetables, and getting people introduced to using these that maybe haven't even seen them before. And once they get them and they like them, they start to look for them in area markets.
I'm Madeline Mellinger, and I represent the University of Florida as a delegate to CARROT, which is a national advocacy group representing the land grant system. I was asked to investigate the EFNEP program and to make a recommendation to CARROT concerning whether CARROT should support the EFNEP program. I wasn't particularly excited about it because I'm not one who believes in handing people fish when they ought to be taught to fish. EFNEP teaches people to fish, and it does so in a very, very enthusiastic way.
I just want to say, I'm quite honored to be a part of EFNEP. I've been with EFNEP now close to maybe a year and a half, and I've learned a lot. When I come to each group, I don't come and feel that I know everything. I come also to learn, and I learn from the group as much as I teach the group, and I'm just honored to be a part of this wonderful program called EFNEP.
Oh, John's been excellent. He has a good rapport with the clients here, and they love him. Operation Hope is a people helping people organization. He was teaching, and showing them the ways of eating properly, and he's been a great teacher for them.
The success of EFNEP is really absolutely based on the partnerships. Working with faith-based organizations, working with other federal food assistance programs like WIC and School Lunch and the Food Stamp Program, working with organizations like the March of Dimes, service organizations like the Rotary and Kiwanis. The list goes on.
And many families will say that they could not have raised their children and they could not have managed as well were it not for EFNEP.
I usually put this out.
The simplest, but one of the biggest things that I learned was how to cut up a chicken. So I would always buy the ones that were already cut up, which was like 3 times more expensive.
Now, with choosing the right food, I feel better about what my family is eating, and they have the nutrition they need to make it through the day.
Through the program, I learned that if you buy more nutritious food, you can actually save money.
Instead of eating a big portion of meat, we just eat a small one and combine it with vegetables, and I have lost 37 pounds since I began the program.
After the EFNEP program, I get more and healthy food for my family.
Now every time I go to the grocery store, I go with a shopping list, so I don't get anything else that I don't need. So that saved me definitely more money.
As well as when I come home to be able to know how to prepare the food safely.
Consumption of fresh market produce is much, much higher among EFNEP participants after the program than before.
We learn to eat healthy, not to eat too much junk food. Okay. Eat a lot of vegetables, the grain group, all of those healthy stuff.
It's really something that I don't mind my tax dollars going towards a program like this at all. Those of you that have persevered through the years, I commend you, I congratulate you, and I have seen the results.
Kids get good nutritious food, It'll show up in their academic performance, and who knows, you know, maybe someday they'll go on to college and then on to law school or medical school. But you know, it all starts in those early years.
In Texas, over the 35 years, we've reached approximately 875,000 clients. I'm remembering a young woman who was so complimentary of the program staff, and what she said was, you took a page out of your book of life and added it to ours.
I was sad when it was over, in all honesty. I looked forward to going.